Alright gang, welcome back to our 200 horsepower challenge on CalmLands. You joined me. It's actively now December. I have one worker already starting on harvesting the root crop over here, which I forget which one it is, the carrots. And we're getting ready to start this parsnip here, which we desperately need for our triple soup right now. So all of the root crops, with the exception of the one that we just finished drilling in the last episode, they're all ready to harvest, which is what I kind of expected. And our sunflower field is also ready to harvest. So we've got a lot of things to do and accomplish today. We probably won't get it all done in one episode. It'll probably be two, but you can see these three are all ready. This one is also ready, which is the sunflowers. And then we also have got to do a second application of fertilizer here. Let me turn the rolling off for a minute so we can see. Well, it's not too bad down here because it was grass, right? So it's pretty much okay. We could probably do another little pass over it, but it's probably fine. Otherwise, that's really the only things left that need to be done, which is not too bad. Everything else is growing well, but it's got a ways to go before it's going to be ready. Now, today, ideally, I would like to probably buy this plot of land or maybe this plot of land, one of the two, because I need to put in some kind... oh, this is going to be an issue here, isn't it? I need to put in some kind of field that will produce straw, so wheat or whatever. Because our cows are going to need straw, and they're running out of straw now as it sits. So we need to get that going pretty quickly here. So we'll probably buy another plot of land. You can see we made a good amount of money overnight. That's because of all the silage and the slurry and everything else that we had in the BGA. Right, so it was going and chewing through all that, and overnight it got to that point. Now I'm kind of harvesting these root crops not the correct way, but it's fine. It's fine. And how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm getting much better. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. Still lingers a little bit, the cough, but it's severely better than what it was before. I have a few more days of medicine left, so feel like hopefully it's working. Hopefully it doesn't come back as soon as the medicine's gone. I hope not. So today's going to be a lot of unloading these harvesters here. He's already got a full grain tank, see, so we've got to get him unloaded pretty quickly here. So I'm going to get the worker set back going this way. Hopefully he'll have a better time this time. Hopefully he won't run into stuff now that I gave him a tiny bit of buffer. All right, worker's going. Let's get into... we'll use the Landini, that's fine. I did not sell the drill yet. We're going to. I just didn't do it yet. I was supposed to do it between the last episode and this one, but I kind of forgot. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of forgot. So that's on me. So I need to get that done too. We've got a bunch more wool we can move over. We don't necessarily need to, but we got a bunch more wool. We've got pallets of clothes for days. Things are well. Things are going really well. We need to fertilize this field a second time. Sugar beets are going well here. They're growing well, I should say. And with it being December, we're not going to have very good sunlight today, so I'll do the best I can to try to remember to turn the lights on all the time. So once we get these guys kind of underway here for a little bit, we'll flip over to our cloths there and we'll start harvesting the sunflowers today. Get those out of the way. I actually kind of want to take a look at this and see how it's doing. It still has plenty of wood in there. So I'm hoping soon enough here in the next episode or two, it'll be down where we can sell that so I can get rid of it. Give us a little bit more room there. I'd like the room. And we still have all these pallets over here that I keep talking about. Every single episode, it seems like I keep talking about that I need to sell them or do something with them, but we still haven't done anything with them. But so there's a lot still to do around the farm right now. And we got more upgrades we want to make, right? Now, admittedly, I'm doing this video before the previous one came out, so I don't know what your thoughts are on my my new house overlooking the farm up there on the hill, but hopefully it was well received. He's almost full, but he's not full yet, evidently. So let's do that. Let's jump into the harvester here. We can at least get that prepped and ready to go here. We really need a bigger header for this. That's what we need. And this barn's becoming a little bit of a mess here. We're going to have to work on this barn a little bit, too. And right on cue, he's got a full grain tank. So many pieces of equipment. It takes so long now to cycle through things. Now, I think we're almost out, or we are out of parsnip in there, so I'm literally going to go and take this and dump it in there directly so we can get that going again. Even though it's not much, it is something that will get the triple soup going again. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. Let's get back to the harvester here. Get going on the sunflowers. But yeah, we're probably going to buy... It's one of these two. It's this one or this one. I'm leaning kind of towards 38 or 49, whatever way you want to look at it, I think. And the reason why I'm leaning that way is because it's not as much of a hill. It's a very, very flat piece of land. But before we start doing that and doing any kind of drilling into that field or you know, cultivating that field up to be able to be an actual field, we need to get some other things under control here, like this field, right? We've got to at least get a decent headland pass going here so we have no worker issues whatsoever. Hopefully. I've also talked for quite a while now about something else I wanted to add in our little grass area, if you recall, over by our windmills and by the bee keeper building, right? There's a big area of grass over there we're not doing anything with, and I said I had some ideas to put something down there. Now it's nothing crazy. It's not it's something you basically place down and then you just kind of forget about it, but I do want to put something over there. And we may do that today, because I've talked about it for a number of episodes and just kind of put it off. But it may be today. Today may be the day. But we'll see how the day goes. If it's not today, it'll be the next episode, because we're going to do 2 episodes in December again. We're not going to... I mean, we could, but we're not going to spend, you know, 2 hours doing all these harvests and then re-drilling these fields. We'll split it into 2 episodes. Now this machine looks like it needs some service here, and it needs some gas, so we're going to have to take care of that probably when it's done with this harvest. It may even need it before it. I don't know. But either way, it's going to need some service for sure. It's getting a little getting it all up there in age. 12.3 hours, which isn't actually that bad, but what do I know? What do I know? So recently I was kind of building a list out of things I want to see in Farming Simulator 25. I may do kind of like a one-off video, just kind of talking about it, discussing it. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in or not, but I'm considering doing it as like a one-off bonus video. I think it might be fun to see my thoughts on that. I've got some good ideas, I think. A couple ideas I've actually I've heard from other individuals that I call it the crew of us that do a lot of these different challenges together, and they've had some really good ideas too. So a couple of the ideas I've kind of have is you know, modifying a little bit of what their initial idea was and trying to expand on it a little bit. But I don't know, I just thought it'd be something fun, something extra to do here in the near future. It probably won't be in June, maybe in July, but we'll see. We'll see how things go in regard to that. But I kind of have to. I know I've never really done one of those type of videos before, and I'd have to kind of, you know, work my way through it a little bit. Normally, when I'm doing these videos with you, I kind of have a scratch pad idea of what, you know, I want to accomplish in the video, but I don't really have any rhyme or reason or any kind of, like, you know, script built. And I think for something like that, I would need to build some kind of a script to really make it up to par with you know, a good video, not just a jumbled mess of ideas just being spewed out of my mouth, which is what I typically do now anyway when we're going through these, you know, different challenges and we're talking about whatever it is we're talking about. I just spew out whatever comes to my mind. But I think for, you know, that kind of a video, I would need to have it a little bit more put together, right? A little more managed, I guess is what I should try to say. So I think one of them's full over there. So when we get up here to the end, I'm going to throw this on a worker and we'll jump over there and get that unloaded again. It's going to be a lot of this for the beginning here. There's a lot of just jumping back and forth from unloading those and you know, moving on. That's the only problem I'm seeing with that vegetable harvesting, right? We need some kind of bigger machine that can hold more of the vegetables. Really, we need something kind of like the cotton you know, machine. I don't remember what the machine's called, but or like the potato machine, right, where it'll hold a significant amount more. It may be very expensive, and it probably wouldn't be able to be utilized in this series because it's probably more than 200 horsepower. But I think you get what I'm trying to say here. We need something like that to help alleviate the strain that's required to continue to just sit there and unload those, right? It's I mean, you're only doing a couple passes and you got to unload it every time. Let's get into it. Yeah, they're both full. All right, so I think what we'll do here, gang, is we'll throw a bit of a time lapse in here. Won't be the entire thing, but we'll do a little bit of a time lapse here. Get a lot of this done, right? A lot of this harvest done. Both the, well, 3 of the harvests, I guess. Well, there's 4 technically, because we haven't even touched that field yet, but we don't necessarily have to touch that field today. But get some of these done and see where we get to, and then we'll make our decision about the, you know, buying that field, whether we do it and start working on it now or we do it later, whatever. We'll start chopping through that, I guess is what I should say. So let's get this going here. I'm probably going to jump into the sprayer and bring that down here quickly and just get the field sprayed. Might as well just knock it out. And then we can, you know, take back over for something, whether it's doing some more root crop stuff or if we're doing the sunflowers. It doesn't matter. We can do something. So let's get some done. Let's get some stuff done, gang. All right, gang, so I think we are going to buy this field, and the reason why we're going to buy this field, well, quick save here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If we buy this field, we can expand the sunflowers out to match up with the corn here, right? And then the rest of this field can just be another arable field, whatever we decide to make it, wheat, whatever. So I think that's the one we're going to buy, so let's just go ahead and buy it now. It's only $125,000. Done. We own it. So, when this field is done, we can expand it there, but until then, I think we're going to go ahead and start working on at least plotting out the other field that's going to be over there. Trying to get my Voltra. There it is. That's the one we want. So we can really utilize any cultivator we want. There is a cultivator over there that we could utilize. I guess I could have used the Fent over there and did that, but we're going to use the Voltra. And we're going to use this cultivator. Now, it is December, so some things that we probably have in storage are best to sell now. We probably will wait to sell them until episode 2 in December, though, so the following episode. We probably won't sell them now. We'll probably just store them for now, just in case, because I might do some research between this and the next episode, hopefully. I don't know if I have the time or not, but I want to see if there's anything in Mod Hub for sunflowers to make, like, sunflower seeds, you know, like you would buy in the store. I don't know if there is anything out there for that or not. I really haven't researched it or done any kind of preliminary search whatsoever. But if there is something out there that we can make sunflower seeds to sell in like a store, I think that'd be pretty fun to do. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to try to start working on building out the next field, right? But I'm going to try to go down here to the end, see where, put the map on, see kind of where our corn ends at. I mean, we could go a little bit further with the corn if we wanted to, but I want to leave a little bit of space between each of the fields, right? Doesn't have to be a ton of space, but I want to leave some space to try to minimize the risk that comes with having fields close together, which we've experienced many times with our sunflowers and our cornfields. So somewhere around in there I think is good. We'll just kind of run back here to the end. Alright, we've got to work with a full grain tank. Let me get that unloaded first. Bear with me for a minute here, gang. They're both full, so we definitely got to get these unloaded here so they can keep on doing their thing. But it should still be a pretty big field over there, honestly, when we're done mapping that out. Now we're going to get to a point here where I think I'm going to have all these other crazy ideas going in my head of wanting to redo the yard and redo everything. I don't think I'm going to get to that point, but that's just how my head works, right? As we continue to carry on here, I get more ideas that pop in my head and more things like, I wish I would have put that over there. I should have moved that there. This would have been better over here. And maybe when we get closer to ending the series, which is a while now that we did this, it's a while a ways, but maybe when that happens, maybe that's something we will do for the last few episodes, is try to, you know, redo the whole farm a little bit, the yard, everything. Just try to make it look better now that we know, you know, what we've got and where we want things to go. And I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll just have to see, I guess. My head's always spinning. I'm always having new ideas and new things I want to put in and things I want to move around and change and make look, you know, make better. As I, when you first start putting things down, right? That's where your vision is. That's where your head is. But once you actually start putting other things down and start expanding out, you start getting other ideas of how you could upgrade or make things better, right? I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. So I'm going to keep the map on for just a little bit longer here, gang. I just want to make sure that I don't go too far. with this field. Gonna try to keep it relatively even with the sunflowers over there. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna have to come back and do some touch-up work as I always do, but if we get it close, I'm fine with close. So I do have to clear my nose every once in a while a little bit. Again, you probably just heard it there. I apologize. Hopefully it's not too distracting. If it is, it's probably been distracting for a while now, for a number of episodes, because I've had to do them, you know, while I'm not feeling the greatest. A lot of these episodes, unfortunately. Just because I'm going to be out of town again, like I said. So, gotta get them done. I could just, you know, I could have just taken the time off and not did them at all. Maybe I should have. Who knows? But I don't know. I like getting the videos out there for you. Helps with YouTube's algorithm too, as long as I have videos out every day. If I don't do one every day, then it's not as good of a reach that you can get, right? YouTube doesn't think you're as active, so it doesn't send things out to other people who may not, you know about the channel, or even know about, you know, anybody else that does all these challenges, right? They may not even know who they are, right? It just could a random person just stumble across the channel, right? Kind of want to keep that going if I can do it. So I try to keep videos going. So I did a few of those map tour videos, right? I think they did okay, all things considered. I don't know if we'll do any more of them or not, and if we do, it'll be just a one-off every once in a while addition or a bonus, whatever you want to call it. They did fine. It's not that they didn't do anything. They did something was wrong with them. They didn't, but they were fine. It just, I don't think it did as well as I initially had anticipated they would do. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's just a map tour. It's not like it's that exciting, right? You probably watch my channel for the challenge stuff and for the suffering that I put myself through more than just watching a map tour. You can do that really yourself, I guess, right? Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit here, gang. This is going to be a really big field now that we look at it. This might be the biggest field we have with the exception of our grass field. This is a large field here we're making. So I'm not going to go all the way to the edge here. I know with the corn and everything else, we've gone pretty close to the edge. I'm not going to do it with this one. I'm going to leave a little bit more space. I don't think there's an issue with being that close, but on some of the areas over there, we've had some issues with the river here, not letting us harvest it or saying it's not owned by us, whatever. So I'm just going to give this one a little bit more space on purpose. This is a massive, massive field here. Alright, we got our outline. I can go ahead and turn the map off then. We probably need to start unloading stuff again. They're probably full, or they're very near full. If they're not, 93% of these are going to be full as soon as I figure out how to get to this and get turned over here. So I know we did one already, but I think we're going to throw another time-lapse in here, gang, just doing some more of the same stuff, just carrying on here, and we'll try to get that field mostly done, too, today, if we can do so. So let's get this going here. Alright, things are going well here, gang. We've still got a long ways to go, but things are going well. We probably won't put another time-lapse in. We'll probably just do some jump cuts here, but, yeah, we've got the lay of the land here on this field. It's a massive field. It's going to give us a lot more profit, which we don't necessarily need, which we've talked about many times, but we do need the wheat right now, so good to have a field in here with some wheat in it. The other ones are doing well. We're about, I would say, a halfway-ish through the root crop, the 2 root crop fields that are being harvested. We're more than halfway on the sunflowers. Things are going well. Now we do need to do a little bit more cleanup work around the yard. We need to put some more tracks in a lot of different places. We'll probably put a track in here even, honestly. A small one going up that way towards the corn. More than likely. It's not going to be a you know, the normal size one, you know, that our yard, that we utilize, you know, all the way in our main yard. There won't be that big of one, but enough to put a tractor down it probably. I think it'd just be good to have that to help separate, you know, the sections off a little bit more. And snow is on its way. You can see up there at the top it just triggered over, so we've got to at least get the sunflowers done before the snow gets here, hopefully. We can probably wait on the carrots. I don't even think the carrots really will be at any harm. Well, I say carrots. I don't remember what's in that smaller root crop field. Anyway, I think the root crops you probably can harvest when it snows. I think you can. I'm not 100% positive on that, so don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you can. But the sunflowers, we definitely got to get those done before that snow gets here. So I would suspect we'll probably be okay, but let me get turned around here and we'll pull the map up and look. Yeah, snow's going to get here till 17. We should have that harvested by then. Yeah, we'll definitely have that done by then. That's not going to be a problem. But we're going to keep going here. We're going to keep at it, gang, and we'll see how far we get. We might be able to get this field done, actually, before we get everything else harvested. Who knows? But we'll see where we get to. And more load of parsnip here. This field is a little bit bigger than the other one, so this one I think is just about now halfway. So this is good, though, because we need a lot of parsnip. That's our least amount in the soup factory. We do have that big, massive field of parsnip we made in the last episode there, so when we re-drill these, it'll probably just be red beets and carrots in all 3 of these fields here, since we have such a massive parsnip field still ready to go. Here it comes soon, and this one we're only about halfway through, so we should get the numbers to be even out a little bit. You can see there, carrots we've got tons, red beets we're almost catching up to the red beets now with the parsnip, so probably put carrots in this small field and then put red beets in these other 2 big fields here. More than likely, that's what we'll end up doing when it comes time. But we're making good progress over there. You can see the field from a distance here. There's not much left. We've got more than half of it cultivated up. And then the sunflowers are still going strong there. About, what, maybe 1/4 left to do in that field, potentially, the worker does. Something like that. Yep, things are going really well. I might turn all the soup onto auto selling here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that while we're here. Yeah, let's do it. So let's get down to here, and then we gotta find wherever that is. It's gonna be down here somewhere further. Here it is. We've got the triple soup going. We want to go ahead and... Oh, we already have it on selling. Never mind. Okay, ignore me. We already have it on selling. But we've got all those ones that have spawned that we're going to have to go and sell ourselves along with everything else, right? We've got a lot of that cleanup work still to do. And we're probably going to have that to do for a while. I'm going to keep mentioning it probably until we have an episode where there's very little to do. Oh, boy. This harvester is going to fall apart here any minute. Let's, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to get something to bring and refuel the tractor. Well, I keep calling it the tractor. The harvester. This did not go to plan. Okay. Well, now we have something we have to do here, gang. That's not, where's my other... Oh, it's right here. I went right through it. I guess we're gonna have to go, find something at the shop here, gang, to, refuel that, harvester. That sucks. I should have... I thought we were gonna have enough to get there, to get all the way through it, but we clearly did not, so... Let me go... I'll go take the drill up and sell it, and then find something to bring back here for gas. It's unfortunate, because it's going to be a one-and-done kind of thing. We're going to do it and then sell it. But it is what it is. We don't... Like I said, we're not really hurting for money at this point on this series, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's just a bit of annoying than anything else. Alright, so we're going to try something, gang. I don't know if this is going to work. Before I go and buy something else, I'm going to try and see if I can utilize this taker. I don't know if I can or not. I'm going to try it. We got to get rid of the liquid fertilizer out of it first, but all of these probably need liquid fertilizer anyway. Ooh, I'm spawning those again. We did not want to spawn those. Why are we spawning those? What is going on here? We do not... We want to distribute. That is not what we want to be doing. I don't know when I turned those on to selling, or, well, I mean, storing, but I did evidently at some point. It's just those, so we'll have to clean that up. That was a mistake by me, big time right there. What a... Woof. But they should all need enough fertilizer, liquid fertilizer in here to probably take what's remaining in here, more than likely, hopefully. Maybe not. I may have spoke too soon there, gang. Well, worst comes to worst, right? I just unload it and then I just refill it back up. Once we get it cleaned out, you know, rinse it out, get all the gasoline out of it. If I can put gasoline in this. I don't even know if I can do that or not. Oh, it's not even going to let me unload it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, let me see if I can unload it into this for now then. Probably got to move the semi here. This is going awry real quick. This is not how I planned this episode to go. I really thought that was going to be sufficient to get that field done, and then I could, you know, touch it up after that. That was a big old mistake. Nope, won't even let me put it in there. Oof. Well, that's not good. Evidently it lets you put it into the silo? Weird. Okay, or maybe that was just the trigger. That's a weird trigger point if it is the trigger, though. Weird. Okay, well, let's see if we can put gas in here or not. I don't know if we can. I probably could have just looked at the thing instead of doing all what I just did. Why didn't I just do that? Oh boy. Medicine's getting to me, gang. Medicine's getting to me. Is that our animals? Nope. Miscellaneous. It does say you can put gas in it, so I just don't know if it'll actually unload, though. That's the problem. If it can't unload, then we're in bigger trouble. I'm not going to put a ton in here. I don't want to waste a ton of money, but we'll get a little bit. It'll be a slow process here. Alright, we're going to try 601 liters and see if it lets me unload it. I'm afraid it's not going to, though. Please hope. Please let it do it. Please let it work. If it doesn't, then I have no clue what I'm going to do, gang. I don't know how I'm going to get even the gasoline out of this thing. Would you be surprised to hear this is the first time that this has ever happened to me? This isn't gonna work. How do I fill this thing up? What? Okay, I'm gonna have to work. I don't know what I'm... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, after a number of trial and errors, I finally got it filled up. It was a bit of a mess, but I finally got it. We did spend some extra money as well in the interim. I bought another drill, so we're going to utilize that drill moving forward as one of our extra drills, I guess I should say. A little bit bigger width than what this typical one we use, that everybody uses, the cheap ones from the 90s. But it's not as wide as the one we got rid of, so is what it is now. I was unable to get the gas out of that trailer, so I don't know what to do with that. I got to figure something out with that still, but at least we got this set now and working properly. I was able to unload it and everything too, so yeah, that was an eternity just to get it to work, and now that whole entire area is a bit of a mess. So we've got some work to do to clean that up a little bit, and we've definitely lost some crop in the process, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it now. Just gotta move on. So let me get all this cleaned up as best I can here, and we'll get going. Alright, well, I've got it cleaned up as best I can, and got the worker going on it again, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this fuel. I don't know how I'm going to get it out of here. I have no clue what I'm going to do here, so I got to figure this out, and then I need to start unloading the root crops again, because they've been full for a while we were dealing with that sunflower issue. Man, what a disaster that end of this episode has turned into. Alright, so I was able to get rid of it. Wasn't really the most ideal way, but we did get rid of it nonetheless, so we're good. We're good to move on here, so we'll get the rest of this parsnips out of here, we'll get the carrots out of there, and then we'll get back to trying to finish up cultivating our new field. Alright, the sunflowers are pretty much done here, gang. As a matter of fact, they are done. I thought that was a one little strip he missed, but that is done. So the sunflowers are done, so we can go ahead and unload the rest of the sunflowers into here. And I think I'm going to modify my idea slightly. I did want to say, I said I was going to put a path in here. We still are, but we're going to kind of expand that path a little bit more. I'm actually going to put a path. I'm going to take out some of the sunflowers here and put a path between the sunflowers and the corn that goes out that way as well. I just think it'll be smart. I think it'll be better for us. So we're going to do that real quick. Landscaping, painting. We're just going to utilize dirt, which is what we've been utilizing for most of the sections here. We're just going to utilize dirt here. I think having a path here is probably going to be smart, honestly. It's not going to be a huge path. Slightly bigger than that, but not by much. Just enough, really, to put a vehicle down it. So something like that. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Yep, something like that, going down that way. I screwed it up a little bit there, I think. Yeah. No, it's just more grass sticking out, but that's fine. It's still a pretty straight line, I think, going down that way, so that's good. But I think just take away a little bit of the sunflowers here. I think it's smart to put a path down here. It'll help separate this side and this side since we've had so many issues as well, and then that way I can have a path that goes all the way down here, and then a path that goes this way, right? So I can easily get to that field if I need to without having to drive all the way around. Not that it's that far, but maybe you get what I mean. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of screwing that up there, but you get the point. I can do the rest of this off camera. I can touch all that up, but you get the point. I'm going to try to make something go all the way down that way, right? All right, this is done. We can put this away. Looks like the header's going to need a little service as well, but it's fine for now. Of course, it's the last one I get to. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be the last one? But yeah, I think that's a perfect size right there. We can easily drive up that. Yeah, that's good. Good, good, good. So let's go dump these into our silo for now. I do know it might not be this episode, but the next episode we're going to have to go over there and make sure we put some more mineral feed in for the corn. We are starting to run out of corn. It's getting a little low, so it's a good thing that the corn will be ready here soon. Another month or two. But the mineral feed's getting very low. We still have plenty of mineral feed. We just have to bring it over to the grate. So we can fill it back up. That's it doesn't take that long. It's a few seconds to do it. Now we have tons of sunflowers in there because we had some in there from before. So there's a lot of sunflowers in there. So like I said, I will look off camera into Mod Hub and see if there's anything at all for sunflower seeds or something like that. I think that would be a fun addition. So if I can find something, I'll do it. If I can't, well, we'll have to see if we can think of anything else to do with sunflowers. Otherwise, we'll just sell them directly. All right, those tanks are nearly full, so I need to get ready to unload those guys again. Here you go. Here's the drill I bought. It is the Vaderstad Rapid A800S. So it's 8 meter width, I think, 8 meter working width, which is what we currently have. Well, the one we sold was like 12, I think, but what we currently utilize is 6, so it is a little bit larger. So that'll be nice. And these are full again right on cue. So we'll get these unloaded. And then the only thing left really that I want to accomplish today is finish off cultivating that field out there. I want it to be prepped and ready to go, so in the next episode we can start drilling it pretty quickly while we actively work on the rest of these fields, right? Because we're going to have to cultivate both of these fields. We're going to have to still harvest that field there, and then we're going to have to cultivate the sunflower field as well, because I'm pretty sure our drill is not a direct drill. So it's the main reason why I want to get that new field fully complete, so then that frees up that cultivator. Alright, and there goes the carrots. Nice. Let me put this bag over here prepped and ready to go to continue to unload. We may not even get those done, honestly. There's still a lot there. And it takes a long time to do those root crops. And we don't have a whole lot left to do here. There's probably 4, maybe 5 more passes here, and we're done with this field. Now, we're not going to actually have a whole lot of time in the next episode before it goes dark. It's already 2 o'clock, so... and it's December, so our sunlight is not good. We don't get much sunlight here, so... We'll have to see what we can get done in the next episode. We may not be able to get everything done before it goes dark on us. It's already relatively dark because of the trees and the hills there, but... It's not too bad, I guess, but it will be very, very soon. Alright, this is pretty much it here, gang. One more pass and we're done. May not seem like it, but we got a lot accomplished today, gang. We bought a whole nother plot of land. We got the entire land for the most part, with the exception of what we're going to use as an extension here. All cultivated up. Ready to be drilled. It's huge. Absolutely huge. Alright, that's it. I'm actually not even going to take this all the way back, because we're going to be utilizing it immediately here in the next episode, right? We're going to be utilizing it right here. Because we're going to expand the sunflower field here. We're losing a little bit of the sunflowers, but we're going to expand it too, though, so... I'm not even going to spend the time to take it back. It doesn't really make sense, in my opinion, to do that. But we're going to basically make this path go all the way down here. And... that way we've got an easy access to all of our fields. We don't have to drive super far away unless we want to. So I was going to do this off camera, but I might as well just go ahead and do it now really quick. And I need to do a little touch-up work there. And they are already full again. They get full so quickly. There you go, see? Now we got a nice path going all the way down here. We're going to carry that on, but... have a nice little corner there to turn around if we want to. That'll work. I can touch that up some more, but that'll work. That's what we want right there. And then what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll kind of go this way with it, which I'll touch that up myself, but I'll take it and go this way with it. And that way we can try to make this a little bit more straight as well, because it's kind of not the straightest job there, but I think you get what I'm trying to get at here. I think this is going to be really good for us. It's going to be very, very easy, convenient for us to get through now. And then this side over here needs a little bit of work too. So, right, we need to take this and go down to here. I said I was going to do that. Haven't done it yet. But if we take it and do that, right? Boom. Go down that way with it. So all of that needs to be done off camera. So I will do all of that off camera. But we're going to leave the episode there, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. And thanks so much to our channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Cannot thank you enough. And yeah, we'll see where we get to in December day 2. I've got some ideas. Hopefully we can find something for the sunflowers. And then we've got a lot of drilling to do in the next episode. So we'll leave it there. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.